downtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And a short pickup to about the 25. You look at this Packers defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Paul on a give up the middle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Jets at 6 and 5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hall again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down territory?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10. Right at the 30. On play action, they'll throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. You talk about this Jets defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. It's a gain of 34. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A handoff for Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
26. Back north. Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Adams, 26 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Hall again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He hits Adams complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd down and a yard. Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's Love. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Love looking to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game started the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Second down and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
60 Eagle, 60, 60.
Throwing, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball again on 2nd down. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. 51 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Play fake. Here's Love. Down the left sideline. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jayden Reed, 46 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers now to throw. This one deep for Wilson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 43 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Webb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too... Brings up 3rd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sideline.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. It's Love now back near his goal line. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Love from the gun. He's got his running back out of the backfield and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A third down gain of 19.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Love now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And fights through one man. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say,
and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw now. Here's Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Holland. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And running with power here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. There he goes left side. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing here, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Love, they go play action now. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.